Hey guys, Chris here. A lot's changed since the last time that I saw you guys, or you guys saw me. The website's gone, the cncmachineplans.com. You're probably wondering why. Pure and simply, little to zero interest in it. It was a fair bit of work on my behalf keeping that website going, and the pressure of putting more plans and that sort of thing, and for zero return, there really wasn't much point in me keeping it going. But with the advancements in software like Fusion 360 becoming available, then people now had in their hands a powerful bit of software at zero cost, literally, that they can now create their own machines. It's not hard to go to some of these websites like 8020 or Item or any of these and get your own aluminium extrusion CAD models, put it in your software, draw it up yourself, without having to invest lots of money in expensive software like SolidWorks and that sort of thing. So before, designing machines and that sort of thing was really in the hands of people that could do it mentally, or people with good software. And so now that Fusion 360 is available, then that's opened up the market to pretty well everyone. If you've got a computer, then you can get Fusion 360. So now that that's covered, this video is more about what I've got coming up this year. I know I'm kind of late. I'm 4 months in and I'm saying, well, this is what I've got going for this year. So basically, what I've got in front of me is what I've got planned so far for this year. I'm going to be doing a review on some tooling that I just bought recently. One of the tools is the Dymar insert tooling. So it's just a holder and it's got an insert blade in there. There's this one, and I've also got a 90-degree one as well. So I'll be doing a review of that sometime this year. The other thing is I'll be doing a video, and I don't know how in depth I'm going to be doing this video yet. You can see the spindle I've got there. That's a 2.2 kilowatt round air-cooled spindle. That's the new one that I've just replaced. The one that I've got in this one, the bearings have just gone in it, so that's why I replaced it. When I ordered that one, I got them to send some new bearings with it, Chinese bearings. So I'm going to be stripping down and documenting how I put the bearings in this one. I have no idea what I'm doing in pulling this one apart. I don't know what I'm going to encounter yet. As you see it there is all I've done to it so far. So that's the spindle covered. The tooling that I'm going to be covering. The other thing I might do a review on is some aluminium end mills. These are 3-flute. These ones are off AliExpress. They're supposedly solid carbide, but then when Chinese say solid carbide, how trustworthy is it? So going to be talking about that in one of the reviews, and also doing some tests on aluminium, that sort of thing. The big news though for this year is that I'm doing another machine build. You probably noticed these slabs in front of me. These are polymer concrete. For the last 12 months or so, I've been experimenting with different mixtures, ratios, formulas, trying different things I found on the internet, and buying products from different suppliers from different areas, and trying to get a mix that is solid and stable so it won't shrink or expand or crack or anything like that. So I've got a grey version here, and this one's also a black version, exactly the same mixture. They just have different pigments in them, that's all, because I didn't like the original. So to give you an idea, corner to corner, this is 300 ml square, and it's 80 ml thick. And this here weighs roughly about 18, 19 kilos just in that section alone. So the machine I have drawn up in Fusion 360 is one that'll have an 80mm base on it, is only 600mm square, has a fixed gantry type over top, and the table will slide in underneath that. If everything goes well with changing the bearings on this spindle and it's all running well, then that's what I'll be using. If everything doesn't go well, then I'll obviously be ordering another one and, going from there. But that's further down the track as to what I'll be using. So that's what I have planned for this year. I'm going to be building a form out of some material. I've been testing it with form ply, just because it's got a nice release on it. So when you take it out, it's not all sticking together and you have to destroy the mold to get it out. It'll all be on milled steel. Sorry, the linear rails will sit in the polymer concrete. So they'll be inset with drilled and tapped holes, and the linear rails will be sitting to that. So that's what I have planned for this year. If you have any suggestions that you'd like to see me work on, then please, by all means, leave something in the comment. Please also subscribe. And before I leave you, one last thing I am thinking about doing is a review, or sorry, not a review, a little course on Fusion 360 on designing a guitar, something we can do on the CNC. So I'd like to do perhaps a course in a few stages. So first stage will be drawing it up and modeling it in Fusion 360. The second stage will be the cam in the Fusion 360, so how we apply toolpaths, and the third stage will be actually getting it out onto the machine, cutting it, talking about different timbers, and then after that's all cut out and we have something that's nice, suitable, something we can work with, I'll talk about suppliers, where I get timber materials from, things like that. And then fourth stage we'll look at putting it all together. So even the finishing of it, which is probably back in stage 3, to getting strings, putting the frets in, putting the pickups in, wiring the electronics. So that's something that's always been a bit of a dream of mine, to make up a few guitars. I'm not a good player, and in fact I'd hardly even call myself a guitar player, but I do certainly enjoy that side of it. But most importantly, I'd really like to go through the exercise and know how to make one up. So I'm in the throes of putting together a few ideas in Fusion 360 at the moment, but we'll see what happens. So like I said before, if you'd like me to do some reviews on different things, perhaps you'd like to see something made on the CNC router, do some more videos. This was one of the plans that I sold. The design for the Z-axis has changed slightly, but all those plans are gone now. So if you would like to see what's going on for this year in 2016, please hit the subscribe button. Please like the video, and we'll get together and we'll start seeing what we can accomplish. See ya.